He is on mute.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Hello, good afternoon, everybody. How are you?
Good, thank you. So, how was your Easter break?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it's good. Now Ramadan, so
All
staying
right.
at home,
So,
not going outside.
Yeah.
Ramadan will finish next 2 weeks. So, how long is left?
Yes, today is 17th, so almost finished. So I think it will be finished by end of April.
All right. I see.
Only 2 more weeks to go.
Well,
So
uh, I'm just sharing my screen and just trying to set myself up. So I think we can start, isn't it? It's almost 3:02.
Yep.
So yeah, welcome all. Welcome from your Easter break. So my name is Vinny, and I'm a new CAD BIM coordinator for the university, working in the uh, property unit. So the request came in from the Professor Shun, and he wanted to see the pipe work, particularly the pipe work coming from the male urinal to the collection tanks in detail. So, so I'll just tell you how the building is oriented right now. So of course, this is Google Maps. So that's the main CB01.
Yeah.
That's the library building, and that's our CB11. So to the south is Broadway, west is Wattle Street, east is Jones Street, and north is CB10. So this is how I have oriented the Revit model as well. So you can see Broadway to the south, Wattle Street to the west, Jones Street to the east, and CB10 to the north. Just before I go into much detail, I would like to say that this model was handed over to us in 2012. So it is not a very updated model, but we have everything that we are looking for, so to speak. So so that's the top view. I'll just show you the 3D view of the building, particularly the hydraulic model. And there were a few emails. So initially, I have sent in a PDF of the entire model. So that was the PDF. Of course, it's very complicated and hard to understand. But in here, you can see that's where my cursor is. Those are the holding tanks. And then the pipe work goes into a bunch of toilets on the upper level. And then there are typical toilets on the typical floors. You can see the stack of toilets in green. So that was one of we'll go through this in detail. And then there is a part model, but I can go through that in the actual model. So I'll just go back to the top view just to see those are the two what you call the storage or collection tank units. And once give me some time, it's slightly heavy model and slightly older version as well. So few things have changed here. So we don't have these tanks or those, that's not there at the moment, but that shouldn't bother us too much. So this, just to give you some idea, so we have, I'll just say the magenta, the green, the yellow, it's actually green, light green. So, and there is a blue pipe. So I think we are highly interested in the light green pipes here. So if you see, if I click on the magenta one, you can see it's the urinal waste chamber pipes. The dark green sorry, the dark green pattern. So that's again the urinal waste. So I think Professor Shun was interested in where these pipes are coming from and how are they connected to the main system. So one of the connections it doesn't go anywhere in the model, but there are a couple of connections here which actually come from the typical flows. So we'll track down two of the connections here. So if you see this pipe coming from the typical flow, I'll just start with one of the typical flows here. So if you see the pipes coming from the urinals, the light green, or I should say, I'll just say yellow for convenience sake. So the pipe travels down. The pipe travels down from here, and then it comes there, and then so that's the pipe that I believe we are all interested in. And then there are other pipes connecting as well, but they are actually, these pipes are coming from the pump room and above. So can I ask, Professor, are you interested in the ones coming from the urinals, isn't it?
Yes, exactly. We want to have a male waterless urinal, and then how this traveling like a U-type. So when you have a P, maybe in the level 10 or level 5, and then male urinal, how they are passing through what kind of a plumbing system, what structure they have, and also, do you know what's the material of the plumbing? Do you know what's the plumbing code? Because is it like the same plumbing we are utilizing with other wastewater, or we have something special plumbing material in our urine diversion system?
As far as the model is concerned, there are only, these are, if you see any of the details of the plumbing, if I click on the pipe system, and if I see the details, you can see it says classification is a sanitary, system is urinal waste, system name, I think it's UR stands for urinal waste file. Then it's, as far as the model is concerned, it's of plastic 100 dia, and
that's the old plastic material, PVC plastic, 100 millimeter, right? 100 millimeter diameter. Right?
Yes.
All right. So every urine diversion pipeline is PVC plastic?
At least in the model, if I'm not wrong, that's what they have done. I can even track from, see, that's the, on the screen you can see, that's the urinals, and then that's the pipe. It's level 1. It does say plastic, and here the pipe diameter is 50.
All right.
So I think pipe diameter will change with different location. So if you go from top to bottom, because the flow will increase from top to bottom, and then it will change the, I think, the diameter most probably. And they use, I think, polyvinyl chloride, PVC.
Yeah, that's it.
Or do they give any code for the Australian? Like they have different types of code for the PVC.
Do you have any like Australian plumbing code number?
It says Mark ID 7250. Now, plastic.
Connection type is generic. Like I think there is nothing. It just directly goes. So there is no U shape to hold to the
Okay,
urine, so that gas can, or sorry, to hold the water, so gas cannot come from the septic tank.
I see.
I think it just directly goes. If you looked at the
Yeah.
drawing. And Vinny, if possible, can you delete all other lines and just keep only the urine and collection pipe
Yeah.
network, and that will make much easier for
So,
everybody to understand.
okay, give me 2 seconds. It's
Yeah.
so
You can save as and then just delete on others and keep only the urine and collection on, so that it will give like a slope and how it is coming. So I think it does not have that much of slope maybe.
And I think he can hide the layers.
so I did that. See, see, that's the pipe, which is the fire hydrant pipe.
Yeah.
That is the red
So,
one.
so I just went here, hide in view by category.
Uh,
So,
I think this is the plan, so they didn't draw maybe in layers, most probably.
it is not drawn in layers, honestly,
Yeah.
I see.
and it's a very old model as well. So nobody, when the university got the model, nobody did the due diligence of, because BIM was not there at that time, and uh, it is just sitting there in our folders for last 10 odd years. But I can still uh, the best way to do is, there is actually just one pipe, the yellow one coming from the urinals all the way through. So it's all typical if you see in the center of the screen.
Yeah.
So once it comes down here,
So can you just zoom in each floor?
yes. So one of the things that I can do, uh, I might be able to just separate it maybe by 1 second. Huh?
Yeah. Take your time.
We tried this even last time, but because
Is it civil 3D?
no, this is just the, see, I can actually hide the element, but it will take me ages to hide it
Yeah,
individually.
it will
Yeah.
be. I know that.
So usually what happens is, uh, if it is a domestic hot water or domestic cold water, uh, you put it in view by filter.
Vinny, are you able to share this 3D this file with us? No?
Yes, yes, definitely.
Yeah, if you can share, that would be great. We want to just see and then try to understand more, and then see how the system has been designed, and then what sort of problem that we can see in the future. Yeah.
So, does anybody has the Revit software?
We
No,
don't have.
UTS have it, we have to install it.
Yes, yes, you do have. So, so I've tried to remove a number of pipes here, if you can see. So that's the front of the building. So So typically it comes from all the upper floors, and then there are other urinals in that area, and then it drops down, and then from here on it drops down, and then it collects into those collection chamber.
So we collect our urine until up to level 2 or level 1, right? It's like
So
which level we are not collecting the urine?
so the urine is collected. See, that's level 3.
Yes, you're right.
Then level 2 we are not collecting. Then level 1 we are not collecting, but then level 2, yes, it starts from level 2 onwards. So level 2, level 3 we are not collecting, then level 4, level 5, level 6, level 7, level 8, level 9, level 10, level 11, level 12. So there are, to answer the question, that's the flow from level 2 onwards.
Can you just zoom on floor and to see how all the urinal is connected with each other, like it's straight pipe and then coming like a junction?
So you want to see the section or the plan?
In the plan we cannot see, I think.
Maybe it's isometric view.
Can you put into the other way? Just rotate it.
Yeah.
Yeah, like that way.
So that's the typical flow. So there are 3 urinals. So the pipe, all these 3 ones, they get combined. They flow from there, and then they come via this duct, and then that duct flows down. It is all the similar arrangement. And then once it comes to level 2, there are 3 urinals in that corner, and then it drops down below, and then there is another 5 sets of urinals there, and that goes in.
Is it 5 is level 1 or where is the 5?
Where is the 5? 1 second.
Yeah.
I've got the PDFs with me.
Yeah.
So that's B1. Then we have level 0. Then we have level 1. These are the, it's in level 1. These are the 5 ones.
Okay, level.
On, and then there is no connection in level 2, but from level 3 onwards. So on level 2 there are 3. So on level 2 we have 3 sitting here in room 03.503 where my cursor is.
Yeah.
But so it starts, those 5 urinals are in level 1. Then level 2 there are 3, and from level 3 onwards we have 3 in each floor. Level 3, level 4. So I'll go back to the model. So that's level 1, the 5 we are looking at. The model is quite heavy, but I will put it in our cloud store and send everybody a link.
Okay, great.
Do you know last time you joined here, we have any issue for the urine diversion system before? So everything looks like not really.
I think what happened, slowly the extrovert built up,
Yeah,
and then it get clogged,
yeah.
and then they have to change the cleaning chemicals.
Mhm.
So I think they are using different types of cleaning chemicals to get rid from the extrovert formation.
So have you talked to cleaner or any?
No, the problem is very difficult to get idea from the cleaner,
Right.
and the right person was David Murphy,
Yeah.
who has left
Right, you're right.
UTS.
You're right.
So, and cleaner, even they keep changing all the time, so cleaner cannot tell anything.
Okay. So how we can convince the dean to say that okay, this is not an issue, and then we will, yeah.
To convince the dean,
Yeah.
because I think we have to just explain that we are not modifying any pipe network for the urine
Mm-hmm.
system. We are just collecting the urine from the pipe time to time just to do our experiment.
Mm-hmm.
So we are not modifying or we are not doing anything. So there is a tap installed.
Yeah.
So we just connect a pump with the tap, and whenever we need it, then we collect it, and that is in the discharge point, not anything. So the discharge point to the I think Sydney sewage system, and we are collecting at the end, and we are not modifying or we are not fabricating anything. And what we are requesting, just to remove the tank to give us some space so that we can do our work properly while maintaining the health and safety. And these tanks are not being used.
Okay.
That's the only. But as Andy last time she mentioned that building 11 is a green rated building, and if they move the tank, I don't know what will happen, or whether they can, is there any like a problem with relocating or dismantling the tank?
We can keep one tank because we have 2 tanks, so we can keep one, and then at least we can utilize, even though currently nobody uses. But if necessary, we can try to use one tank.
And I think it is better not to mention that we are going to use the tank. We will say that we are collecting the urine, only a small container, that 100 to 200 liter for our experiment.
Exactly. That's a good idea.
That because this 20,000, 15,000 liter tank, nobody will use it. Even if you want to have a like a plant, we cannot do anything over there, and also it's very difficult to get in and all the things. So we are not going to use this tank. We are just requesting to get extra space. That's the only thing we can explain to him.
Okay, so we can wait for the Natalie response regarding the what's the accident of the maybe toilet system for last couple of years, and then we can convince the deal, right?
Yes.
Okay, so do you know Natalie will come back when she will come back to us?
No, she didn't mention anything. She was telling that in that meeting, she told that she will get the info and then she will share it to us.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
Do you have any question to Vinny? Looks like this is a
I
very
think
important,
it's okay because as far I know, they do not have any like a U
Right.
type piping system because this just directly goes over there,
Yeah.
and maybe they have little bit bent, and so they do not have like a U type things. If I looked at over there properly, and then it's just gravity flow and comes to the. I think there is no pump or nothing, so just comes through the gravity.
I actually will go one last time, particularly from level
Yeah,
1 onwards, because see, these are the 5 ones. So if I look at here, so it's just a P trap, then that flows into the, so these are all the pipes coming from above, and then it goes into the duct, and then again it's all gravity. Actually, you can see it comes down, there's a bend here, then it goes down there, then it again goes down, and then again it flows back, then again it comes down. Here there is again a bend, again gravity, it comes down, and here I think there was a problem. There is no problem, but it comes down, it takes a twist, again it says a twist there, and then it feeds into the tank.
Yes. And I think now they cut off that pipe, so it's nothing. They close it.
All right. Okay. So yeah, we are very clear now in Benny. If you could share the this file, so we can also look at more detail from the this 3D model. So that would be greatly appreciate for your support.
No, that's right. I mean, it's in our system. Hope somebody uses it to a good use. So it is just sitting there last 10 years.
Right.
Yeah.
That's great. That's great. We are very interested in all the pipeline material, and looks like only PVC plastic has been used for this plumbing system.
So at least the model says that. So I think the building manager or somebody from your end, if they can open up the ducts and just cross check maybe 1 or 2 floors just to see what's going on.
Yeah.
Because the model can only say so much, there is limitations to the models. Of course, the project manager or somebody has to just do a cross check what's actually built on site. Are there any changes happened in the past 10 years? It's very hard to say just looking at the model and taking that decision.
Yeah. That's correct.
Anyways, I will share this before the end of the day. Anything else?
That's more than enough from me. Thank you, Vinny. Other people, Johil, Sharu?
Yeah, I'm fine. If Vinny is sharing this file, we could just it is interesting for us to look at and understand how these guys have designed. So it will be here because we can also see the how they have problem because there's so many bends. So that could also so areas for sewer to form and stuck and then blockage.
Because the flow is not too high. Sometimes during a vacation there is less flow, and when you have less flow, it is very easy to form the stroite.
Could be, yeah, that's true. That's true. That's why if we have a little bit, yeah, accidental report for the any maybe strobite clogging, where is the location, so we can see how they flow, and then we can guess how they are collecting the strobite in the pipeline system, right? So that will be also good information in the future.
That one you have to ask facility management.
Yeah.
That so what her name NG she was
Right.
discussing. So
Mhm.
I think they are using different types of toilet cleaning material. I don't know, maybe with high acid or alkaline solution
That's why
or
that's
both.
the another good question. Not many people clear about how they are maintaining this pipeline, how they are, yeah, cleaning, and how they try to look at the overall, clogging issue. Possibly, yeah, we can help from this kind of angle as well.
Yeah.
Sorry, there's a slight hiccup on my end, but I think we have covered everything, and it's slightly uh, playing funny on the internet. But anyways, I will share. I'll share this model, and if there is anything, if you need to discuss this in detail, just email me, or you can just I can organize another meeting as well. Yeah,
Yeah, that would be great.
that's about.
Thank you, Vinny.
Thanks,
Thank
Shoni.
you. Thank
Thank you,
you.
So,
Vinny. Have a nice day.
Thank you,
bye
everybody.
bye.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you,
Bye.
sir. Thank you,
Bye.
Brian.
Yeah. Bye.
Thanks.
it's okay. I don't have to. I don't have to. I will take it. Is there something else you want to talk?
I think that's the main thing because
Yeah, it's fine. So this is what you will feel for other people.
Right,
So
right.
you put your comment here.
So do we have to put the
Yes,
all
you
comment?
will put something. Yes. Did you put any comment for the to send it to Dancha or the
Yes.
spreadsheet?
We
He
just
send it to
mentioned
you?
about it's okay, teaching is
Yeah, just copy that here.
Mhm.
But like look at it if there is something unclear or doesn't look very nice,
Mhm.
and then the person is meeting expectation or exceed, just don't write that part. You don't want this to be seen from your side. But yeah, I just copied more or less everything, but a few words I changed here.
Mhm.
That's it. So this one is easy. You write here and then
And then
you need
after
to
that,
put the
you
rating
share
on-
final rating, right?
No, go up. No.
Oh, it go-
The same thing is fine.
Oh, it's everything.
No, go up. Just here. So you will feel. Okay, no. Sorry, go back to the main menu. I think that's okay. But there should be only one box for comment. So manager view. Yes.
How about Daito?
Oh, yeah, for yours
Yeah.
would be here. If you push this,
At the
yes,
program.
yes, this should something should appear. But each time you have to do it again. This
Okay.
is a problem with the system. So in here you have to get all the things. Not this one. Keep going down. I think you don't have it. Go up. You don't have it, I think.
Maybe.
Oh no, you are in 2022 maybe.
Let me
Go
see.
back again.
Okay, 2022, 2021. Okay, I think the
Okay.
Setup is 2021.
It's correct. So do it again.
Maybe
Sorry,
I-
here. No, it should come actually. Maybe he hasn't.
maybe he put into 2022
Mm,
Daito.
okay, let's try. If not, you need to contact Elias. Will tell you. But go up again. Okay, or no, there is nothing here. So what happens is that I think he hasn't put yours in there. I
But
feel.
Daito
What he said he put. I know.
Yeah.
So there is a guy called Elias.
And,
Yes.
let me try.
That's right. Yes, I doubt because you haven't. You don't have it because you haven't shared with your manager. You see, you haven't submitted even. So therefore, it's fine. So don't. Do the final checks and then send it.
Okay.
For 2022, it's nothing urgent. No, I think you don't have. Yeah, I think you cannot see it. That's it. You push this and it comes up. Again, do it again. Sorry. It's very weird actually. Not weird, but he hasn't put it. This tells me he didn't put. So let's have a look to report. Let's see.
Okay. Daito put something.
Yes, in there, and then it should appear the rating, like same as what you do. So it's not. He hasn't put it. It's fine. So anyway, go back to you. Oh, you wanted to check for your staff or something. Okay, all right. Yeah, this is the one. You don't have it. I'm pretty sure you don't have it because actually I checked it today.
You have this in yours?
Yeah, I have it. Yes, it's not. But
He mentioned about here or
yes,
what?
he put some comment in here.
All
That
right.
you have done this, whatever.
Mid-year. He should have mid-year.
Yeah, he hasn't done. He hasn't done it here. He just put end of it. He doesn't even read it now. So you don't have it. But go back to maybe here. Come back here. So go down and then go back to home.
Oh, it's very...
This system has a problem. But I suggest you contact Elias. Maybe there is a bug for your case.
Elias?
Elias, yes.
Elias.
Let's fix this one and then I show you.
Yeah.
New manager.
Okay.
I need to send you the details. Comment provided.
Okay. Let's say 20.
No, not 22. We need to, you go down. Okay,
We have to endorse, right?
Yes, you need to endorse.
So when you endorse, is it like
Share final
is
rating,
it
no?
pure later or a share final rating? Is it, like 2020. This is 2021.
The 2020
Endorse.
Okay, so you have endorse, but then you need to provide rating. So So you need to go to
Right.
view detail.
For example, like
Whoever, select one person. Let's
Yeah.
say,
good person, maybe
doesn't matter.
Peter. Yeah.
You don't have to put. So you put the comments here, but then you go up. Yes. Rating. Yes. Here you just put only overall.
Overall.
Don't give the details because you don't have it.
Okay.
Right? So you don't know, for example, if someone is exceeding or meeting, which one
Okay,
was.
that's what title gave us.
Yeah, but it's one only. He
One.
didn't say for teaching his meeting, or he has
Oh,
only
he
one
gave.
rating.
He gave. Just a second, like
I think it
I
was.
think he gave
one.
maybe
If I
he
remember
gave
now.
only to environmental group, or
I think.
he gave me.
Let's have a
Just
look.
let me see.
Um,
Right.
Yes.
Okay, final rating 2021.
Yes.
So he gave you this one to you?
Yes. Yes. You gave it to me.
Okay.
But this has
That-
only
that's
one
what-
rating.
That's why
It's
he,
not
okay,
meeting
yeah,
expectation.
right.
That's it.
I think this is overall, right?
Overall, yes. So you
Alright.
don't have a detail of it. That's why in there.
Alright, that's why you don't have to
And then
put-
you don't select which one because it's a responsibility.